Well, hello chemistry. Welcome to my first ever educational video. And you guys are my guinea pigs. Anyway, today we're going to talk about something called stoichiometry. Stoichiometry is the math of chemistry. So everything we've done so far this year, including last semester, has built up to this. So we're going to use the example today of how to make cheeseburgers to demonstrate stoichiometry. So how to make a cheeseburger. So if you see, the cheeseburger is our final product. Just like in a balanced equation, we have our products on the right-hand side. So on our left-hand side is everything it takes to make a cheeseburger. We have bun, meat, cheese, pickles, tomato slices, lettuce. And then, again, our product would be our cheeseburger. So if we want to make one cheeseburger, how many of these reactants, or starting on the left-hand side here, how many of these items do we need to make one cheeseburger? So we're going to call the buns to be like the halves of the buns. We're going to need two buns to make a top and a bottom bun. We're going to need one meat patty. We're going to maybe have 2 slices of cheese on our cheeseburger. I like a lot of pickles, but let's say for our purposes we'll have 4 pickles, and tomato slices 3, and just 1 piece of lettuce. So if I put plus signs between these, you will really see that this starts to look like our chemical equations, and then our yield sign. So 2 buns, 1 meat, 2 cheese, 4 pickles, 3 tomatoes, and 1 piece of lettuce are going to yield 1 cheeseburger. So what we have here on our balanced cheeseburger equation is to think about, for every 1 cheeseburger, I need 4 pickles. For every 1 cheeseburger, I need 2 pieces of cheese. So we start to see this ratio thing going on. So we can make a ratio with our balanced equation to say for every 1 cheeseburger, I need to have, say, 4 pickles. We will use this information from our balanced equation to solve problems. So an example is, let me erase this real quick. An example could be this first problem: how many pickles do I need to make 8 cheeseburgers? So treat these questions like work problems, like we've been doing all along, unit conversions. We always take what's given first, write it in proper fraction form, and then we make a roadmap and solve it. So let's go with here. We're given 8 cheeseburgers. So I write 8 cheeseburgers in my numerator, and again, make a fraction out of it if you want. Put it over 1. And then my roadmap is what I want to convert to. And the question is, how many pickles? So that's where I'm going. So the number of 8 cheeseburgers is my given, and I want to know how many pickles I'm going to need. So I'm going to multiply by something, and that number there that I'm putting here in this box has to come from my balanced equation. Let's put red. So this box has to come from my balanced equation. Make it a fraction. I put what I have in my numerator here is going to be in my denominator, so I can cancel it out. Cheeseburgers. And what I'm looking for, my pickles, I'm going to put in my numerator. So I have that, so I can cancel out numerator and denominator. I'm left with pickles, which is a good unit. So I look up now at my balanced equation, and I have to make this box from my balanced equation. So I see in my balanced equation that I have 4 pickles here to make 1 cheeseburger. So that's how I get that number. So then I multiply all my numerators, divide by my denominators. So I have 8 times 4, 32, divided by 1, 32. So I need 32 pickles to make 8 cheeseburgers. Now you could have just said, well, Mrs. Corey, 8 times, obviously if we're making 8 cheeseburgers, you multiply it by 4. Right, this is a simplified example. Don't be tempted to do that. Always show your work even on the simple ones, because this is actually going to get a little more difficult as we get going. So let's look at our second question here. If I have 45 tomatoes, how many pickles do I need? So we want to maximize how many hamburgers or cheeseburgers we can make, but if we have 45 tomatoes and we want to use all of the tomatoes, how many pickles are we going to need? And we're not really worried at this point as to how many cheeseburgers we can make, although we can figure that out also. But let's use this example. So we're given 45 tomatoes. So we're going to write 45 tomatoes. And we're going to put it over 1, make a fraction out of it. We're going to multiply it by something. Don't know what yet. Don't worry about that yet. And we want to know how many pickles. So my roadmap is pickles. How many pickles? So let me adjust that down just a little. Make sure you can see it good. All right. So what do I put in this box? I make a fraction out of it. We want to have 45 down here. I'm sorry, not 45. We want to have tomatoes down here. And we want to have pickles in our numerator, so that we can cross out numerator, denominator, left with our pickles. So what do we put in this box? We have to look at our balanced equation anytime we have this box. Our balanced equation will tell us what to put in there. So I look at pickles. How many pickles? 4. For every 4 pickles, how many tomatoes? 3. And I simply solve that and get my calculator out. So you're going to need your calculator here. And you should always have that. Hopefully you have brought that home with you from school. And you can just go to it. So we're going to multiply our 45 times our numerator, 4, and divide it by 3. So 45 times 4 divided by 3, I need 60 pickles. To maximize, to use all of my tomatoes to make cheeseburgers, I'm going to need 60 pickles. We're not worried about right now how many hamburgers you can make with that, although we can figure that out using mole ratios as well. So I hope that helped. I hope that kind of gets you going, gets you started. Please watch the other videos. They will help to be able to do the assignments. And stand by for my next video, which will show us actually chemical examples with chemistry, so balanced equations. All right, I hope you guys have a good day, and we'll see you next time.